Well, how about y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be working on the pig pen again, getting a couple more things done. I'm still not going to get it all done today. It's going to be probably this weekend. I'm hopefully going to knock this project out. But I got the pigs fed up, already fed up all the other animals. It's super windy today, so I'm probably going to be setting up the camera, doing some time lapse, just kind of recording me working, and I'll put some voiceover over the top of it to kind of explain what I'm going to be doing. Like I said, I don't know how well this audio is going to work with this wind. But behind me is the post that we put up in the last video, I think our last video. Today we're going to go back, and I need to put in a post in between these posts on our outside. This is going to be our perimeter to our pasture over here. I'm going to go ahead and put up another one because this fence right here is going to have pressure from the horses, cow, and the goats. So I want to make sure this is a good strong fence. It is going to be hot wire. On this fence we're going to be running 3 strands of wire, possibly 4. We'll have to wait and see. But this is what I want to avoid right here. The horses are back here in the woods, sitting in the shade. They have plenty of shade out here in the pasture. We've got several trees. But once we put this wire up on these posts for these pigs, you know, that wire is only going to be about 20 inches off the ground. I don't want the horses coming in here, tripping over that, getting it wrapped around their feet. That's a very bad situation. Be very bad very quick. So we're going to go ahead and try to knock out this fence right here today. I'm hopefully going to get wire on it and everything. So let me grab the T-post driver. I need to mark where my posts are going to be. We're going to try to get this little strand done. So I got all the posts that I needed to get in on this front row of wire. So we're gonna go ahead and start putting all our hardware on for our wire. On this end right here, I'm gonna put my tensioner, sorry, the camera's kind of shaky, but I'm gonna put my tensioners on this end. And the reason for that, I was gonna put it down there just so it's closer, because that's normally where I come from to tighten it. But I'm eventually gonna go ahead and add 2 more pins on right here at the end. I'm not doing that yet because I still have to tear out all my old pig pen. I want to be able to get the tractor in here and use the tractor to pull up all these posts and get a trailer up here to pick up all these panels. So I'm gonna leave this end open. We're gonna stop our pen right here. But whenever I decide to go ahead and extend this, all I've got to do is take that insulator off right here, hook my wire up, and this whole thing will be hot and we'll be good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and fasten it on this end. Then we're gonna put our insulators in on that end. And at that point, we're gonna start running some wire. So I'm just kind of making this up as I go. I really can't remember the measurements that Joel Salatin had. I guess I could look them up. But it'll be very easy to raise and lower this wire. This is, I can't remember, I'd have to look. I'll show you here in a second when we break out the roll of wire. This stuff is pretty, you can bend it pretty easily. So if I ever need to untwist this, raise or lower my wire, it'll be easy to do. But I think starting out, what we're gonna do is go 8 inches, 16 inches, or excuse me. I think what we're gonna do is go 8 inches and then 20 inches. That'll be what's gonna be our pasture or pen divisions with these small pins. And then on this outside fence, I'm gonna go ahead and put another wire, probably about 36 inches. And I even might have to come up a little higher depending on how much the goats test it. So let's go ahead and get these put on. Whenever I measure it out, it might be a little bit off, but I'm making sure I'm above one of these notches on this T-post. So this wire is not going to be able to slide up and down very easily. And I can come back and cut my excess off here after a while. So I'm gonna go 32 instead of 36. I think I said 36 earlier. Just kind of judging by the height that I normally run my poly wire whenever I run goats. This is about as high as it goes. So I'm hoping that the goats will respect this. And this side's done. We got 3 of them on there. We're gonna go down to the other side, put our insulators on, and then we're gonna see if we can stretch some wire today. Okay, this is my roll of wire. It is a 14 gauge. I've got a quarter of a mile, half a mile, a 14 gauge. Hopefully we don't have to use all this, but it's very applicable, I guess. It bends very easy, works out pretty well. I've got a pole. We're gonna see if we can unroll it. We're gonna go ahead and see if we can run this top strand. So take it all the way down. Got the first strand, I guess the top strand. We can call it done. Take some tension out. Can't find my wire tighteners, so I've got a pair of channel locks. See if this works. Not the best, but it'll do for now. Just put a little bit of tension on it. I'm not gonna get it too tight. About to go grab some insulators. We'll go ahead and throw these insulators on and get this one strand up off the ground out of our way. Now for the insulator, I've got these insulators that clips onto a T-post, and then I've got this little clip right here. You just slide your wire in. Go ahead and put this on. I know I've said it several times on the channel. When it comes to insulators, do not buy any that are yellow or any other color than black. They do not hold up in the sun. The black ones don't crack like the yellow ones do. They last probably twice as long, and I'm never gonna buy the yellow ones again. But that's on. Get the rest of these on, and then I'm gonna throw it on the time lapse. We're gonna get these other 2 strands of wire ran. Tighten them up. Everything done on this front fence. We got our post in, our insulators on, and we also got our wire on. It's tight and ready to go. That wind died down and it got hot and humid in a hurry, but we were able to get it done. There's a couple things I can see potentially being an issue. One being these end posts. There's a lot of tension on that wire. I try not to tighten it up too much. Rivers, you don't need to be in my lap, but I try not to tighten it up too much. I don't want this post to pull too much, but I can see now that's going to be an issue. I know they make some hardware for T-posts that you can make a brace. Excuse me, I'm trying to make a video. Stop, sit, stay. But I know there's some hardware that you can get for T-posts to kind of make a cross brace. So I'll look into doing that. River, stop, go on, get. So we'll look, like I said, we'll look into getting some of that. Straighten these posts back up a little bit. They're not too bad right now. Another thing is, Rivers can let you see, this bottom wire, that gap right there, it's a little bit bigger than I'd like, but I don't think it'll be an issue. There's a lot of people that run just 1 strand of wire for pigs, and it seems to do all right. Pigs have a super sensitive nose, so once they get popped one time, they don't want nothing to do with it. And typically they're not gonna get within a foot of that wire anyways. So it might be okay. Before we move these pigs out here on this system, we're gonna put a 1 strand of poly wire on the inside of that electric netting that I have to go ahead and get them trained to knowing a wire means it's hot, not just that netting. So we've got some time to figure some stuff out. And also when I put the pigs on this side, I'm probably gonna put the netting on the back side of this wire. So it's coming along. We still need to do our cross fences and build some gates for it, but looking forward to this. I'm hoping that this year this is going to allow us to move the pigs through this, not make a muddy mess, not make a bunch of wallas, and hopefully we can grow some grass under these trees. We need to thin them out, need to clean some of these sticks up. So I'd love to see some green grass underneath these trees, and mature oaks, green grass, that's what I like to see. And we're gonna hopefully use the pigs and the goats to do it. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us this afternoon. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, leave us a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one.